Good morning and welcome to Saturday morning's live stroll. Well, we've made it to the weekend, haven't we? Thank the Lord. It's one of those weeks, it's not been too bad, but I just felt absolutely shattered when we finished yesterday. So yeah, very much looking forward to the weekend. It's relatively relaxing actually this weekend, as far as I can see. Come on, Azra. Come on, Azra. Not a lot going on really. Might be another live later on when they go fishing. Just depends on what the internet signal's like and what have you. I'll try and remind them to take the phone today. Come on, Azra. Good girl. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. Anyway, what's everybody else up to today? I think the weather is set fair for this weekend, if not a little bit cooler, here in the UK anyway. So I say, in about just over an hour's time, I've got to go and pick Mum up. Take her to, no, what's the time now? No, in about just over an hour's time, I've got to go nip to Tesco's first of all, then go and pick Mum up. And then I think Julia and James are going to go fishing mid-morning, or whenever they're ready, but me personally, it'd be the earlier the better, whilst it's cooler. That is me. They are not morning people really. When you see Julia out with little Ralphie, that's because little Ralphie's forced her hand. It's not through choice. So they're fishing. I'm going to be watching practice and qualifying from Spa. Hopefully Julie will be home for the qualifying, because Spa is always pretty good, the Belgian Grand Prix. And then we're going round to Mum's for dinner. We're going to get fish and chips, probably on the way actually. And then tomorrow, normal routine, cafe. The Grand Prix starts probably about 2 or 3 o'clock, I don't know, I'll have to have a look, probably 2 o'clock. And then, but between times, we're sorting our garage out tomorrow, guys, so it's one of those things, one of those jobs I absolutely detest even thinking about, but it's got to a head now where it needs doing, so with 3 of us out there, I'm sure it'll be a doddle. If anyone wants to let me know what time it is where you are, I will try and guess your location from the time, roughly. Not exact. An area, if you will. And then we can play the World Cup game one more time. Results from the weekend. England or France, Spain or Argentina. Unfortunately, I'll be honest with you, my heart would say England tonight, but I think France will win. And I think Spain will win tomorrow. That's my picks of the weekend, France and Spain. Could be a late one tonight. The England game doesn't kick off till 10 p.m. in the UK. And then I think you've got Saturday night main event as well, which is WWE. So, oh my lord, all of a sudden tonight is sounding like an all-nighter. If you've been with me before, we're now heading towards the fields. We'll be there in about 5 minutes or so. Just got to come through here, cross over the car park, down the next road, and we're there. As I say, it won't be long at all. We're having some really nice chats with people yesterday. It was a lovely Friday stroll. probably one of the best ones we've had. So if anyone wants to talk about anything, keep it clean, keep it real, we can chat. Otherwise, it's just enjoying Azra on a stroll, really. And me droning on. No one wants to listen to me droning on all the time, do they? I don't want to listen to myself droning on. Come on, Azra. Had a really good day for subscribers yesterday, actually, on a serious note. 8 new subscribers yesterday, 4 from the live, and 4 from the live, and 4 from content. That's pretty good going for me, 8 in a day, I must say. So, weekends are usually good, so that's why I say, feel free to have a chat, like and subscribe. I had people on my live yesterday cheerleading, like and subscribe. It was an amazing live yesterday, probably one of the best ones. I've had a couple over the last year that really sort of you think to yourself you can think back to. And they're usually the weekend ones that do it. Thank you for that at Mark Brothers. Appreciate that. Everyone's support is a massive help to the channel. So there is a little challenge in place that you may or may not see. Depends how long you've been watching the channel for. But if I get to 2,000 subscribers, either by October this year or July next year, so I've got a bit of a buffer here. James and me, or me this year, James and me next year, will either do the slingshot or the Starflyer in Orlando when we go, because we've got 2 shots at this, because Julie and me are going later this year, and also all of us are going next year, so let's try and push on to 2,000. But we're heading in the right direction, actually. We've been doing, since May I hit the 1,000 subscribers. We've been hitting 100 a month, so obviously people do want to see me do it. What have we got? Hi to Anne Guy. I'm no good at riddles, so I'm sorry. Right. So we're fast approaching the fields. We will be there 2 minutes. Just round this next bend and round to the right. Again, some of you might have been with me before. Tomorrow morning we will do the longer stroll. We'll probably be out for between an hour and a half. So if anyone is set for that, we'll probably be out at exactly the same time, because I'll probably need to be. We'll do the long stroll tomorrow. Go on, Azra, lead on. Thank you for all the likes coming in. She is a happy dog going on a happy walk. She is, at home, it's one of these situations where I think I'm the allocated dog walker, no doubt, and the odd tip giver. Julia is the main tip giver and dog feeder. And there's very much a pecking order in our house from that point of view, and the dogs know who to go to at what time of the day. Azra is just going to the loo, or getting ready to go to the loo. Very much thinking about now she's going. Is she going? No, she's not going. She's seen some dogs over the other side, which doesn't help. Come on, Azra. This way, come on. Right, are you going to go to the loo now? Yes. Won't be long, guys, won't be long. Right, onwards. So yeah, some dogs over there on the left-hand side there. She does know those dogs, but she's just a bit too big for them, really. Come on, Azra. I will show you in a minute, for the first time this week, well, for a while actually, sunrise. Got blue skies this morning, clear blue skies this morning. Bit of fresh this morning. Actually, I haven't really spoken about the weather. I know, I like sort of Azra, don't worry about the other dogs. They're miles and miles over there. He's probably mid to late teens, I reckon, this morning. It's still not cold enough that you would change into anything other than shorts and a t-shirt. So we're quite lucky over here. Bunnies, deer, all are a pain in the backside of Azra, but all part of the nature trail that we do in the morning. Haven't seen deer for ages actually. Dogs and other rabbits we see loads. We haven't seen deer for ages, to be fair. And usually they're asleep in the bush or something and they get spooked by us going by and they just bolt out. And it's just like, it makes all of us jump, I think. And we're going to get a lovely shot of this sunrise in a moment. Here we go. Go on, Azra, lead on. Always looks better with you in the shot. Azra, go on, go on. There we go, guys. We'll have some better shots of that later on in the stroll. So we're now heading, this is the, well, probably joint second biggest field that we come on this morning. Obviously we're not doing the fourth and final field at the moment because the fun fair's there. If you've been with me Wednesday and yesterday, you will have seen that. Go on, Azra, lead on. So it does shorten the stroll ever so slightly, but not like I worked it out yesterday. 0.1 of a mile by not doing it. I'm sure it must be more than that when I walk around that field, but that's what it worked out to. Come on, lead on. Mustn't it be nice to have all the time in the world? Come on, Azra, let's go. You can see how brown it is. I don't know if anyone watches the golf. Possibly not. But I was watching it yesterday. I watched it both days, actually. But I particularly noticed it yesterday with how brown the fairways are looking. And that goes for anywhere in the UK really, how dry it is at the minute. Well, a lot of areas are under hosepipe ban conditions at the moment. Which I believe the exact ruling is, it means you can use your hose to fill your watering can up and nothing else. If you're a blue badge holder or other conditions, and I can't think what the correct wording is, there are some eased stipulations, shall we say, but the vast majority, yeah, under full hosepipe bans, certainly in this area anyway. So we are in the wooded area. Oh, if any of you have been with me for a while now, you may remember over the last sort of month, 6 weeks, I've had a couple of incidents with a bit of a crazy lady over here. I didn't want to speak too soon in case we see her again, but I don't think we will. I heard on the grapevine that she was actually taken into hospital because she clearly is very ill. And I feel a little bit bad because obviously I did sort of speak on the local sort of sites. Had anyone else had these experiences with this person and stuff like that? And apparently she was well known in the area, and she's been in and out of hospital for sort of mental health. So I feel a bit bad, but I don't, because ultimately she needed help, and I said that on many occasions when it happened. But you must feel a little bit bad for putting someone through that. But I also think to myself, how long would it have been until she did or said something horrendous that was irreversible? Everyone that had sort of spoken about it, they said, yeah, she'd been abusive and blah, blah, blah. But most adults, it's not a problem. I think it was the younger kids that were clearly, it's not fair, or young adults perhaps, and sort of the school kids. That's what I think it was all wrong with. I mean, it was usually along this little stretch I used to see her, and as you can see, apart from obviously turning round or getting to the point where we turn across, there ain't nowhere to avoid it, unfortunately. So yeah, I did take it full on one particular morning for sure. Anyway, I just wanted to touch on that whilst we were on, because I did sort of comment on it a few times, sort of 4 to 6 weeks ago, because it happened to me twice. The first time I sort of tried to brush it off, the second time it was not an acceptable situation, and that's why I think when you then start listening to people and the amount of people that were also, it was happening to on the same time, so she was obviously doing a big circle and abusing whoever she come across along the way. Come on, Azra, lead on. That ain't on. I was potentially thinking about Railway Club tomorrow, and I may still do it, but we might do the longer stroll. And I've said this to you before, if we do it, it might be a case that Julie takes us to the station, we then go 2 stops to Royston, and then get off and then walk back from there. Haven't really thought about it, and it very much depends. It's quite a late finish tonight, guys, with football and what have you, so it may just be the long stroll in the village tomorrow, thinking about it, to be fair, tomorrow. We have done it before, we've had a late night and come out and done Railway Club, but as I said many times before, I'm absolutely shattered after this week just gone. I don't know why in particular this week, whether it's just the heat or what, I don't know. But we're very lucky in our bedroom, we've got aircon, so it's not as if we don't sort of sleep. Anyway, walking directly into the beautiful sunrise now. heard on the grapevine as well yesterday that a field locally, unfortunately, was ablaze. And I heard this was because a combine harvester went up in flames last night. And I will say, where I work, I see a lot of this farm activity. And I will say yesterday, more than any other day, and I don't know why, yesterday in particular, it was so busy with farm traffic yesterday. Probably the busiest that I can remember. And we see a lot of it where we are. I'm right out in the sticks where I work, so you do sort of see a lot of that. But yeah, I don't know how bad that was or anything else. It certainly was okay when I came down there last night myself, which was probably 5:30, 20 to 6. So it must have been after that, but Julie did tell me a lot later into the evening, to be fair, so exactly when it happened I don't know. But I certainly never saw anything. So anyway, just stinks like we're at the seaside today over here. I don't know what it is. So I don't think I've ever smelt it in over a year of doing these strolls over here. Whether they put something down in the fields, no idea. But it really pongs. I think there's something going on over in the farmer's building. Because I never hear that generator and everything on over there, ever. So they've obviously doing a lot of stuff for the crops this weekend, I think. Good girl, Azra. Wait. Girl. So we're now approaching the busiest road of our little stroll. It won't be too bad at this time of morning, though we have got a car coming from behind us. I can hear it clearly. There's a van, actually. Come on. We did have something coming from our left, but it was way around the bend. I can see it coming now, so we had plenty of time. As we're about to do a little bit of her agility training, she'll make a big thing of it, but it's not really that big, guys. Oh. This is one of our favourite spots for the sunrise. Look at this, guys. Beautiful. Someone once accused me of AIing it. Does anyone know how you would AI something live? I've no idea. I just about can create a half-decent header with AI for a vlog. I don't know what else I can do with AI. Wouldn't have a clue. Don't want to know. I don't want to know about AI. It's useful for some things, not for others. I think it's an age thing, isn't it? Oh, that's a shame, Azra. We missed the train. We'll make a mental note to ourselves, Azra, about that. The time of that train, 49 minutes past. So if we're out and it's getting close to that again, we'll try and stop and have a watch. So are there any real plans this weekend for anyone? I know we're obviously numbers are sort of up and down at the minute with the stroll, so that's fine, I'm out anyway. But anyone got any real plans this weekend? I told you mine at the beginning. The long and short of it is, not a lot. Which is quite nice. We must see Azra's horsey friends in a moment. Where they'll be in the field, I have no idea. All here. So we've got the one biggest, it's closest to us, then the smaller one, and then the brown one. Come on, Azra. Lead on, come on. I said it before, Azra, people tune in to watch you, they don't tune in to listen to me. So when you're not in camera, it's no good. She's very good, she knows she should be on the path. Although the road is flatter and easier, and at this time of the morning it's not a problem. But she knows she should be on the path. She's a good dog. So again, if you've been with me before, you'll know when we get probably another 2 or 3 minutes further down this road, we come to the fourth and final field. Now we can't use it at the minute because the fun fair's in town. I have said to James, maybe we'll come over tonight, go on the bumper cars. It's always good to decoy on the bumper cars, I think. And for a change, I think I've got cash in my wallet as well, so still from my winnings from Newmarket last weekend. I don't really spend cash, guys. I don't really spend money during the week, to be honest with you. It's usually the weekends that cost me the most. Exercise ring closed. I'm going to step out in the road in a minute, guys, so that way you can see the fairground a bit better, rather than me sort of being right on top of it. But this is the field we usually come in. And as you can see, the fair's in town. Come on, Azra. I may, if we come over here, wear my metas. Maybe. But if I wear my metas, I've got to put my contact lenses in. Because I can't wear them otherwise. And then that'll be for a few shorts later. Anyway, we'll think about that, but it probably will be tonight. I'll probably pop over tonight, to be fair. No point vlogging something like that. It will be over before it started, to be fair. Bear in mind, guys, next weekend will be the last Saturday and Sunday lives until beginning of September, because we're away a lot of August. There will be travel vlogs coming out and there will be lives occasionally from where we are. but I can't guarantee exactly where we're going to be and everything else, and sometimes they're with us, sometimes they're not, so it's very difficult. So I will put a reminder out next weekend, and I will obviously generally put a reminder out because I know people do like to tune in. We do have some regular viewers. I have been saying it sort of sporadically during July, just so people are aware of it. And then once we come back in September, it'll be the run-up and countdown. No. Morning. No. Go on. Lead on. That'd be the run-up to our Azra. Come on. Run-up to our Florida holiday. At that point, so in the next 2 months, we've got a reasonable amount of holidays. It's just the way it's fallen this year, guys, to be honest with you. We've only had, I was working it out, apart from bank holidays, I've had 1 week off this year. And that was in end of March, beginning of April. So to be looking forward to 2 weeks off in a few weeks' time, and then another week off, and the excitement that's building for that holiday. You then can say, well, you've got no more time off. We'll have Christmas off, but that's because of where I work. You don't automatically get Christmas off in this country. Certainly in the trade I work in, but it is a very good thing about where I work at the moment. There is of no doubt. I think it's nice, and I know people probably say, oh, sucking up and all that sort of thing. It's nothing about that. If you'd been through some of the jobs I've worked at over the last 25 years, you would know. But this is nice to work in a place where everyone gets on with it, and it's just a nice atmosphere. You know, I can't stress it enough that if you work in a place where you've got a bad apple, it's not nice. And unfortunately, in the vast majority of places, there are bad apples. Anyway, enough about that. It's the weekend. Let's not talk about work. Hopefully none of us have got to work. Well, not as in a literal sense. There will be jobs that need to be done. That's the problem, isn't it? Come to weekends, if you're a homeowner or even rent, that's when you have to do jobs around the house, isn't it? Because when you get home from work, you don't want to do stuff. So the weekends all of a sudden become a battleground of want to enjoy yourself, but also knowing you've got to do stuff. I'm one of those people. I start doing the washing with Julia on Thursday night. So by the time Saturday comes, it's all done. And it works really, really well. Obviously there's other stuff we need to do, but washing is a big thing, I think, for people. Come on, Azra, we'll go this way. So we're now on a direct course for home. There's some funny noises we're getting this morning from different buildings. Azra's looking confused. I haven't got a clue what they are. Azra, good girl. Come on. On the path. Azra. So we will get one more little shot of the sun rising. We'll do it from here today actually in a minute when we get there. And then we can end it with a nice shot through the trees. Here we go. Beautiful. Right, ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful Saturday. We will be back tomorrow. Not quite sure exactly what we're going to do stroll-wise tomorrow. We will be out perhaps a bit later, 5:30, 6 o'clock AM UK time. Sundays we always try and go a little bit later because I haven't got to be out as early myself. So nice to have a little bit of a line, especially if we're staying up late for the England match tonight. Right, ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful Saturday, as I say. Take care of yourselves, and we will reconvene tomorrow. Go on, Azra, lead on. Thanks, guys.